money, status, or looks. You can only get one of them.
Money.
Money,
Status.
status.
I'd probably say status.
Because
Yeah,
it's
status.
I feel
gonna
like it's gonna.
Because the money's gonna come
money
back.
gonna tie
Yeah,
in
it's
with
gonna.
it.
Yeah, but if he's a
Not always.
multi-billionaire,
Sometimes.
yeah. Well, I guess
Most
we're
times,
gonna
though.
think of a status guy that's like that broke dude that like posts all the
Ooh, don't-
pictures and
Yeah,
acts like
that's what I'm
and acts
saying.
like.
Oh,
Oh,
but you
okay.
can-
Oh,
but you
if we're
can-
doing like that, like
But you can use that, but you can also have it the other way.
Well, if you maybe you can teach him how to actually make money with his status instead of being a bum.
Well,
Yeah,
maybe the other way.
I'm
I feel like
tired of
if you got
teaching.
money, if you're a billionaire
Yeah.
and maybe you're just lame, and I get with you, I could probably like put you
Yeah.
on. Like I probably like turn you up and give you status.
Yeah.
And, like
No.
like
Yeah.
socially.
See, because
So
status
you
will
want
make
the
them
money.
cheat. Because you got to think, a lot of women
Ooh.
want. Listen, 90% of
Oh,
women want
true,
10%
you're
of men, right? So if he has that status, you know how many people are going to be in his DMs? Like, come
Man,
on.
shout out to your brothers, man.
Hey,
God damn, they're
she's
doing a
based
good
as
ass
hell,
job.
bro.
Damn,
She's
honestly, you gotta.
super
They're doing
based.
a
No,
good
like
ass job.
so this next question goes really good with
Yeah.
that. Kind of like the cheating thing. Would y'all rather have a part-time pimp or a full-time simp? So what that means is the part-time pimp is the guy that maybe once a year he's gonna go on the work trip and he might sleep with a girl while he's out of town, on his flight. You're never gonna know about it, and he doesn't do anything else wrong for the rest of the year. But the full-time simp, he's a full-time simp. He's gonna be constantly DMing girls, talking to them, constantly sending money to girls when they ask for
Paying their
$20.
tuition.
Like just doing a lot of really simpy shit while y'all are together. Like you constantly catch him with these issues. He's always liking girls' pictures too on Instagram. All right. Would you rather be with that full-time simp or the part-time pimp?
Definitely
start
the
with
pimp. Definitely the part-time pimp at this point. Because I might be a pimp too. So
Those are the only options.
Yes. Part-time pimp or full-time simp?
Part-time pimp.
Part-time pimp.
Yeah.
Part-time pimp.
Part-time
I'll
pimp.
take that like
Oh, yeah, that was a really
Part-time
easy
pimp.
panel.
Yeah.
Sometimes I have to
That's
argue
not
with somebody and
public.
explain why. Yeah, but do y'all understand why that bothers you so much when a guy's simping like that?
It's
Yeah.
emotional.
It goes
Because
back.
he's providing for somebody else, and you're supposed to be
It
doing
goes
that
back
for
to the
me.
provisioning thing. It
Yeah,
goes
right.
because for thousands of years, remember, what did y'all look for? A guy that could fully provide for you. And what's it mean if he's going and giving attention or money to another girl? He's giving the fish that he just caught to the other crave woman.
All right.
It's
Nah,
fucking.
you want her
it's
to be
fucking
your
it
mate.
up. Yeah, no. So you'll hate a guy way more that does that than the guy that just randomly sleeps with the other cave woman and comes back to you.
right.
But only one cave woman.
only one.
Only one.
That's how.
I want to know what's a red flag that turns you on. Sorry.
Turns me on.
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess like aggressive.
Aggressive,
I love me an aggressive man.
confident, aggressive.
Yeah,
She
exactly.
literally.
That's you?
Yeah.
You like the aggressive?
So you want an aggressive pro-choice man?
Yeah.
That asinine
she
ass
does.
backwards shit. I ain't never. God
Dude,
damn.
You always find the contradictions. Like it's
Yeah.
nothing.
Ain't nobody gonna fit.
What's a red flag that turns you on?
Same possessiveness.
Mhm.
Well, but again, it's only if I already like you.
Right.
If I don't like you, then you're a fucking creep. So,
Right.
Okay.
But I feel like that's not a red flag. To a certain level, it's just being like more dominant, right? Or no?
Yeah, the masculine. They're just being a
Yeah.
man. They're just
Yeah.
being the man. What about you?
I would just say someone that can make decisions, like very stern in their decisions.
Very stern. Yeah, strong
Yes.
man.
Even if it's not.
You talk
like-
closer if you can.
Sorry, even if it's not necessarily the right decision. I mean, you can dress it up a
You
little
just-
bit, you know.
Yeah,
But
as long as he's saying it like
yeah,
with his chest.
yeah, with his chest.
With his chest, guys.
Like-
I be preaching this shit
Right.
all the time, guys. Like y'all can be as big of an asshole as you want, as long as you say it with your fucking chest and you don't say sorry afterwards.
Don't say sorry.
All right.
say-
I want to know what's a deal breaker for you. What's something that you're just like, if he has this quality trait, you're just done.
So does it have to be a quality trait?
I mean, just anything, just a deal
Okay.
breaker. Like he has guns on his Instagram or
Okay.
something.
A man with kids.
A man with kids. Deal breaker. Oh man.
Yeah, bro. Nasty fingernails.
Nasty fingernails. Oh shit!
I mean,
Don't
we
look
can
at me.
work with that. You can work with that.
What's a deal breaker for you?
Kids.
Yeah.
Kids.
Kids.
What's a deal
That-
breaker for you?
Teeth.
Teeth.
Yes.
You
That's a
can
really
work.
good
You can
one.
work on that.
That's a
too.
really good one.
You
Yeah.
can work on that.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
can,
I didn't
and
think
then
about
you've
that.
seen
Yeah.
it, all the big ass fucking alligator teeth that they have. I don't like that.
The veneers? You don't like veneers?
Yes, I mean to a certain extent because it's really getting out of hand.
Some-
It is.
Oh,
Those
you know-
veneers are getting out of hand.
Oh, they are. They are.
They are getting.
Yeah.
Okay. Wait. So who were the people who said no kids? Did you say no kids?
No
You
kids.
said no kids. How old are
I
you
said
now?
no kids
28.
too.
How old are you now?
25.
How old are you again?
26.
Man, y'all are arguing the age where you might have to take a baby daddy.
Well,
I'm sorry.
can I,
That's what I'm
can I
saying.
actually
Right.
change mine really quick? Can I change my
Right.
answer?
Yeah,
No,
Oh.
Yeah,
Yeah.
if I could change my answer, I would say it was deal breaker, right?
Yeah.
Men that are mean, just mean for no reason, or just be like promising, saying they're gonna do things unprovoked that they don't do. Like, no.
Just let it go.
Yeah.
Those are the worst.
Let me ask.
Yeah.
You saying you don't want a guy that's mean, or doing things that are not promised. Would you say that females do it just as much?
Are mean?
Yep, mean
No.
or say that, like
What?
no.
Okay.
I don't know. I think women are mean to other women. I don't think women are just mean to their man
Huh?
unnecessarily.
Girl,
So-
what?
Unprovoked.
Yeah, unprovoked.
You
Are
don't think
y'all?
so?
I don't. No, if I'm no, like no.
Women are
I think
But I'm
women are
against like
mean.
all
Women
mean
are mean.
people though. I'm a very
Women-
like I hate anybody that's mean. Like that's a big thing. Man, woman, whatever. But I don't think women are.
Women are mean to their
Mean,
men. A lot of women are.
Yeah, I
Well,
mean,
but some guys like that submissive woman that's gonna like.
not be mean.
I mean, I've heard
But I
some
feel like
horror
is she
stories.
being
Like,
mean or is she just
I
being
just-
too masculine?
yeah,
like,
like-
everybody's saying,
Well,
is she
but
being
then they
too
hate
dominant?
it, but then they like it.
I've
So
heard
it's
women
just
hitting
kind
their
of like-
boyfriends.
when a
It's
guy-
crazy out there.
Hey Matt, what were you saying?
I mean, I've heard stories of women like hitting their boyfriends.
I
and,
don't
like,
Yeah.
like, yelling
Well, I
at
don't
them.
like-
Women are bullies.
It's
to
crazy.
their men.
That's
It just
different.
depends what kind of guy they're with, and there are a lot of women that run the relationship. Like,
Yeah.
if y'all want to be honest about like how many relationships are like me and my girlfriends were like I'm 51, she's 49. Most of them are not like that.
Yeah.
And most of my previous relationships were not like that. Like the women kind of run shit these days, and the
Mhm.
reason why is because most
in
guys
America.
get into relationships are simps. Like there's
Yep.
there's like most, if you want to be honest about the most people that are in relationships are not in good relationships. They're very toxic. They're
Yes.
not good. That's
Yeah.
just the truth of the world today, and the reason why is because we're not couples that are trying to work together to go further. We're couples that are competing, fighting against
Yeah.
each other. One of my favorite quotes I always bring up is about the two horses, and like, yeah, like you're gonna do way better with a teammate. You're gonna do way better in 10 years with a badass teammate by your side than trying to be solo.
Right.
Like, it's just not gonna work.
I think one of the issues that we're having with a lot of these conflicts is that there's no defining of a hierarchy as far as like who's going to be the leader. Like between me and my girlfriend, we've been together for 2 years now, and she understands I'm the man. I lead. She follows me. Now there are some instances that she does things better than I do, so I take her advice when it comes to that. But for the most part, she understands. Like she defers to me. Now, if you're in a relationship where you never had the discussion about what is the hierarchy, and you just went by this thing that's understood, eventually you're going to keep butting heads with each other, and just not going to work.
Yeah, and like the thing, ladies, just as like a little tip, to never make you feel like you're like being super, put down or anything like that. Most guys, or at least for me, or if you want to talk to guys about this, tell them about complementarianism, which is where that's the exact opposite of egalitarianism, and that's where it's not that the man or the woman is better. It's just that the woman is really good at certain fucking things,
Yes.
and the man is really good at certain fucking things. Now, don't get me wrong. Like I said, only one person can drive the car. 51-49. So like I think that the guy should always be the leader driving the car, but there's certain things that my girl kicks my ass at. When it comes to cooking, she did a whole Thanksgiving meal. Like, so there's certain things that she kicks my ass at, and she's gonna keep growing and getting really good at those things. And there's certain things that I kick ass at, and I'm gonna keep growing and getting good at those things. And it's not that one of us is better than the other. I'm complimentary to her, and she's complimentary to me. I'm really good at some things. She's really good at some things. That's how I think relationships should be. But sometimes it's like what we're saying, you start competing with each other. It's horrible.
Symbiotic
So I got a
relationship.
question real quick for Matt. Actually, what are some of your deal breakers?
Children, actually, that is a deal breaker. I can't do that. Obesity, fat. Are we allowed to say fat on YouTube?
Yeah, say it.
Yeah,
Okay.
no, you're canceled, bro.
There we go.
You knew it was coming.
For me personally, I don't really like things like piercings and provocative areas or tattoos. That typically is going to work for me. Because typically, like, I'm around like other doctors. I go to conferences. I'm meeting politicians. So I can't just like I was meeting Congressman Pat Fallon like last week. I was trying to catch up with him. I'm introducing my girlfriend to him. I can't bring a girl who has like tats on her and be like, "Hey, Congressman Fallon, this is my girl." I mean, it's just not gonna it's not gonna work. I also need someone who's I can't deal with someone who's just gonna be argumentative or combative. Like basically I can't deal with a feminist. Like if someone says like they're a feminist or they have like very like not really grasp of reality, talking about things like my truth. These are just red flags in my head that are just going to cause problems down the road. Because typically if you're vetting a woman, you really have to look at down the road. You can't just be like, and I get it. A lot of guys just want to go out there and have fun and whatever. I'm not that type of guy. and I get that some guys want to do it, that's fine. But for me, like if you're vetting a woman, you have quite a few deal breakers, to be quite frank with you.
No, dude, I completely agree with you, man.
I think that's a great segue into one of the things that we can discuss.
Yeah, is it the video?
It's actually the post.
Yeah. Go
One
to
of
the
these
post.
posts. I want to read this real quick, so let me share my screen as well for the
chat.
viewers, and I want you ladies' thoughts on this.
Oh yeah, this is something I actually shared earlier on
I'm
Instagram.
dead. I
Yes.
saw this.
Yeah.
So let's
I mean,
let's read this here. So it actually says him, thought ass friends, me, broke ass homies,
birds of a feather.
laughing face.
That's true.
Birds of a feather.
They flock together.
So I want to go ahead and let's go around the table and get each of y'all's thoughts about that.
Yeah, we'll start with you.
I mean, like they said, birds of a feather
Right.
flock together.
Yeah.
Like that's why, that's that saying. I don't show me who you are. Like show me who your friends are, and I'll show you who you are. So
Or who you'll be in the
exactly.
future.
So that's literally what it is. That's how I see it.
Yeah. Okay. What about you?
I don't know why y'all sat us together because like she's literally taking what I was gonna say.
Everything y'all been agreeing on everything tonight. They're the same, and then they're the same.
No,
And
you-
your name's Erica. Your name's
I
Derek.
No, she's right though. Like literally, show me your closest friends, and I'll tell you who you are.
Yeah.
that's true.
That's true. What
Yeah.
about you? What do you think about?
I don't know. I'm gonna disagree. I think that people are capable of like coming together and still being individuals. I think especially with social media and things like that, people will put on like a big front and make it seem like they are who their friends are or things like that. But it's like when you get to know somebody behind closed doors, at the end of the day, more times than not, if you know them from social media or whatever, it typically lines up of like you're not really who you act like you are. And I think that's for a lot So
How can you act broke if you're broke?
that's the thing, is they not gonna act broke. They're gonna act like they're not broke.
But
Like, and then
okay.
Yeah, but like what
Like-
she's saying is that like because I was saying, if a guy's hanging around with a bunch of broke guys,
But he's the one that
like
has money.
yeah, like if
oh,
he's
maybe I'm probably the dumb one. I don't know if I misunderstood the post.
yeah,
You
no,
know,
but
Can
so
we go
Get it
back
out.
to it?
Yeah, for
Yeah, 'cause
sure.
now I'm
yeah,
confused.
just bring it back up really quick.
Just
Yeah,
hit
thought
it.
ass friends, broke ass homies. It's just showing that like it.
Just
You,
feel like-
you go ahead.
I'm sorry.
No,
I
no,
just
no,
feel
you go
like
ahead.
everybody is put in a category despite what they may know about each other. All we have to see is like based off of appearance, and when we get in these certain situations and settings, like
Mhm.
we really don't know each other, and sometimes like those certain atmospheres bring us together based off of similarities. So I would say birds of a feather, they do, but
But you kind of agree with her where like
you
it's
really
not
have
always
to
the
get
same.
you really do have to get to know another person. But at the same time, if you got homegirls that are all thoughts,
Then yeah,
and
you're
you
gonna
kicking
become
it
one
with a
too.
bunch
Yeah.
of
What are you
thoughts,
doing? That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I can be in the middle.
Well, like so, like I
Like,
think
I'm
you're
still
right.
thinking
Like
of a
there might
question.
be a little exception of the
Yeah,
rule where there's
yeah.
some girls that got a group of thought friends and like they don't, or like maybe they're that girl where they got a group of thought
Or
friends,
they
but
have
as soon as
categories of friends.
or categories
are
of friends,
they
Because
Yeah.
I put my friends in categories.
Yeah.
Or-
Like, there are friends
or-
that I go out with.
Uh-huh.
There are friends that I go to church with. There are friends that I can invite to the
Mhm.
kickback.
But
Yeah.
who are your
Right.
best
Yeah.
friends?
But who are your
But
closest
your
But
best
who are
friends?
friends
your
are
best
multi-purpose friends where
Yeah.
you can do all of those
Everything.
things with.
But if you had to pick and you were like, oh, these two are my best friends,
Because you're gonna have a maid of honor one day.
you know what I'm saying?
You
They
are.
kind of like,
That's why
well,
I said I'm
definitely
not
one
for
group
it.
is going to influence you more
Yeah,
than any
exactly.
others. There's
Right.
definitely
Exactly.
one group that is like the group that really influences you, and
Right.
that's all that post is saying is that we are influenced by the people around us, and that's not a joke. We all know that our environment's our destiny.
For
That is
sure.
like if whatever you're around is going to make who you are. But the big reason why we wanted to bring this up is because here's the thing though, and this has nothing to do with what y'all are really saying, but a guy who does this, a guy who has nothing but broke ass homies, say for 10 years from 20 to 30, he's doing that. All it takes is him getting one good group of homies and his whole life changes from 30 to 40.
That's
Okay.
true.
But what happens to a woman if she spends her 20 to 30s with the wrong group of guys or with the wrong group of girls? She could end up being put to the point and then she's post wall and she did all the hoeing and stuff, and then she's not going to be able to get the good guy. The thing is, the guy can fuck around for 10 years with the shitty guys.
Yeah.
The woman does not have no fucking time to do it.
Well, I
Like,
mean,
you
if
got
she,
no
boys,
time.
I mean,
like, they can just fuck off because
I mean, but that's
They're
not
guys,
that's not
you know.
true because she can always move states. and start a new life.
Yeah, y'all can always. Hey,
But you
I
gotta
always
do the most too.
Yeah, I want to also say though, because this kind of goes back to that. Like the thing is, a woman can sometimes lie and get away with,
Yeah.
like I mean, yeah, we can't tell what your body. There's not a number on your head that tells us your body count,
Thank God.
but you'd be surprised, especially the guys that are very socially calibrated and the guys that are very intelligent. They can find out what your body count is or an estimate of it just by fucking talking to you,
That's
just by
true.
looking at your Instagram, just by having so many conversations, or just by sleeping with you. A socially calibrated man that's actually the type of guy that you might want, they're the ones that know women the best.
Yeah.
And they will definitely be able to tell if you're lying. If you're like, I've only been with 5 guys, but then everything else doesn't add up, they're definitely not going to believe you.
Right.
So I got a question for the panel about this